Hi Letitia, thanks for coming in to meet with me. So I did the workplace inspection identifying hazards and risks in the workplace on the 10th of July. One of the things that I identified that needed to be rectified was Sherry's seating, her desk, the ergonomics of her desk. So because she falls under your supervision, I've allocated the task to yourself in order to manage that rectification. So what I've got here that I'd like you to work through with Sherry, first off, I have the ergonomic workplace guide on computer-based workstations. So for yourself, it'd be good for you to have a refresher on that before you then instruct Sherry on what she needs to do. So during the instruction, I'd like you to remind Sherry of the sign that she got on her induction day on how to set up her workstation correctly. So over time, these things sometimes just lapse. These things lapse, so we need to just, at a point in time, every so often, just check that we're still up to date. So that's what the point of the workplace inspection was and why we need to rectify it. So I have here also a checklist for you to go through with Sherry so that she understands what it is that she needs to do. And if you could stand there while she's going through that checklist, that would be great. So some of the things that I noticed on the inspection of her seating area was firstly that her primary and secondary workspaces aren't set up correctly. Do you remember what that is?
So primary being what's within your reach just here, secondary being what you have to stretch out to.
So the purpose of the primary area is areas in which you work in every day. So secondary is things that you don't need to access quite so often. So I noticed that her telephone was sitting over behind her computer screen on her right side, and she's right-handed. So it would be my recommendation that Sherry would move it to the left side so that she can write with her right hand and use the phone in her left hand. So that's easy access reach. Also, her computer was too far to the side. It should be more centralized to the desk space. And underneath, the area was cramped. So she could move her locker over slightly so that she has more space, remove the recycle bin and put it somewhere else, like on the shelf beside her. And also I noticed that it must have been moved accidentally, but the shredder is behind her chair. So that is restricting her in and out access to her work area and could also be a potential hazard. So if you could get that moved as well. Also, if you see anything else that I may have overlooked, if you wouldn't mind doing that for me. Any questions?
No problem at all.
Thanks.